Alright, welcome back. Okay, so now it's time for the Woodland Snare. It's time for a surprise attack. We got Maximilian on the run. Or maybe we're just leaving after we saw friggin' Sofaria knock a tank shell out of the way.
Began its return to the capital of Randgrease.
I'm worried, boss. The scouts were due back a long time ago. Haven't heard a thing.
Welkin, we should look. The enemy could be closer than we think.
Right.
And Welkin and Alicia are dead. They just ragdoll. It's not great. A little delayed though, there, Isara.
Who's gonna drive the tank if you get hurt?
Largo, we've got to move our butts now. 2 more minutes and we'll be dead.
We thought we had the Empire on the run, but it turns out they had a freaking ambush waiting for us.
We're outnumbered. Everybody take cover.
Well, shit.
Come on, Isara, now!
Right.
But hey, Welkin and Alicia are okay. So that's a plus.
Where?
Even though they just took mortar fire, but alright.
Welkin?
The fact that these two just managed to shake off mortar fire is pretty amazing.
You're awake.
Like, I was half expecting Welkin to have a massive, like, awesome scar on his face.
All right?
Looks like we got separated when that blast threw us down here.
Oh.
Alicia, there are probably still Imperials camped out up there. It's just a matter of time until they spot us here. We should move as soon as we can. Are you hurt anywhere? Do you think you can walk?
I think I'm fine. Ah! Scratch that. I think my ankle's sprained, actually.
So after being hit with mortar fire,
That should be okay.
the worst these two get off is Alicia has a sprained
Sorry,
ankle.
I know it hurts, but you've got to
Luckiest
tough it out
break
for now.
in World War II
Of
ever.
course.
Granted, a sprained ankle sucks,
Let's
but
try to
still.
sneak out of this mess before we're spotted.
Besides that, they more or less got off scot-free from a frickin' mortar.
Alicia, here's a map of the area. Looks like they've got us surrounded.
Okay, so this mission is a sneaking mission, considering we don't have a tank and we only have Welkin and Alicia. And Alicia, her busted up ankle, actually plays a factor into this mission. And if you notice, this map looks awfully similar to the map we did in the last mission, where I did the Scout Challenge. Mainly because of the fact that this is the same map from the Scout Challenge. Or the Scout Challenge is the map from this. Again, I did these out of order. So hey, I have a little bit of insight on how this map plays out.
Ready to start moving? Let's sneak out of their perimeter without being spotted.
Oh, that's funny. Without being spotted.
Wow, it's really gotten dark. The lack
Being
of
spotted
light
does not
means
get you a game over,
see
by the way.
enemies in
Thank
distance,
goodness.
So watch out.
Ow!
Is your ankle gonna make it?
Sorry. I don't know how much I can run like this.
I'm surprised you can walk, period,
That's all.
after getting hit by a mortar and falling off a cliff. I don't think anybody's really gonna be mad at you for having a bit of a sprained ankle.
Is that sound a mortar?
Have they spotted us?
No, their aim is too far off. They're probably trying to scare us out with it.
And yet the Imperials are not done yet bombing the hell out of the area.
And steer clear of the target area.
So yeah, gotta play it sneaky.
Moving out.
And since Alicia's ankle's all busted up, her AP has been shot to hell. Not to mention she moves a lot slower. Good thing I maxed her out. And what's the first thing that happens? Somebody sees Alicia and starts shooting.
Hey, Welkin, what's that light?
Oh, that's a luciferant. It's bioluminescent, the same sort of thing as a firefly.
Well, that's cool.
Hey, Hey, wait. The luciferant feeds mostly on manure.
Ew.
There could be an animal trail here.
And that worked out pretty well for us last time.
With luck, it might let us sneak past without the enemy spotting us.
Hooray! So Welkin the nature nerd strikes again. It's a good thing a lot of this game has missions in woodland areas where Welkin has a lot of expertise in. And right now we're going to have Alicia park herself right in front of this shining blue flower. Because
Ready to go.
Nature Nerd Welkin has some more insight in this area.
These leaves. Great. This is Ponicera.
What's up, Welkin?
It's a wild herb that works well on bruises.
Of course it does, and it just so happens to be right here and shining bright blue.
Alicia, let me put this on your ankle.
It kind of stings. But I think it hurts a little less now. Thank you, Welkin.
Aww.
Okay, let's push on ahead. We might find more Ponicera growing nearby.
You know, if it weren't for the mortar fire and the Imperials trying to shoot them in the face, this would be a pretty nice place for a date. Of course, Welkin would never see it like that. Despite, you know, the beautiful starlit sky, the shining blue flowers, Welkin would be too interested in all the nature.
Searchlights. This is bad.
They set these things up fast. These were not here on the Scout Challenge.
They see us.
They'll radio our location to the mortars and we'll see them land a whole lot closer.
We'll see that pretty soon.
Not high on my list of good things. We'd better keep our heads down out here.
Now, that one scene with the Ponicera, that's all we're gonna get. Because that's the only Ponicera we really need in order for Alicia to make it to the target area. Because for the most part, since Welkin has the ZM-CAR-8, he's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting, if not all the heavy lifting in this map. And that one Ponicera that we gave Alicia does a lot for her AP already. And by the next mission, she'll have her ankle all back to normal. So, all good.
Ready to go.
So yeah, the second you touch those searchlights, bam. The Imperials will have a mortar on your position. Just ignore this scout right here. He does not really, he'll just waste a turn. So there you go, walk into a searchlight. Try not to get spotted, Alicia. Now here's the big issue in this map. Ty the Immortal. We've already seen him before, but, well, now he's dead again. But maybe he's not. He is immortal after all. This is the Ace, Shock Trooper for this map. Now, he's kind of the biggest issue in this entire map, because he is a Shock Trooper and he will shoot you a shit ton. He's also the only Shock Trooper in this map, but once you focus your attention on him, especially if you have a ZM-CAR-8, then it shouldn't be that much of an issue. Avoid the searchlights for the most part, and there you go. Easy mission complete.
Gotta love nature.
So Welkin's made it pretty far. So let's go ahead and get Alicia on the move.
Okay?
So already, yeah, that Ponicera did wonders for her ankle. She's got a ton more AP. Although Alicia is still going to be waddling along for a bit. But this isn't that much of an issue. Again, no shrapnel damage, really. No shrapnel, no explosive damage, nothing. And yay! Alicia activated her potential, double movement. Which worked out pretty well for me. That means she gets another full bar of AP, and she's able to move again. I believe Aika also has that particular potential, which makes them both very useful. So yay, Alicia gets to kill that scout. So less CP for the enemy. And Alicia is getting pretty close to that mortar fire, so we'll just have her park herself right here. Yeah, I haven't gotten hit by that mortar fire yet, and I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that's an instant kill. Although, given Alicia and Welkin's luck, it'll probably just sprain one of their ankles again.
Moving out.
Yeah, there's tons of Panisera lining the way, but again, just the one Panisera that you get at the beginning of the stage is enough. Well, it's enough if you've maxed out all your scouts. If not, maybe you might need another one. Keep an eye out for the landmines, though. That would not work very well for that ankle of Alicia's.
My turn, okay? Can't beat the smell of fresh soil.
Ready to go.
So Welkin, being the gentleman that he is, decides to just go on his own and bolt directly for the target location, and just leaves Alicia to her fate.
Okay, this is probably a safe distance. I wonder if Alicia's almost here.
You were just next to her, Welkin! You can still move after you get to the target area. But yeah, go ahead and heal. Just to be on the safe side. Fortunately, I got lucky enough to where Alicia was just out of reach from the mortar fire. Because they bombed the hell out of these woods. And now just have Alicia move to the target area. From then on, it does not even matter if you get caught in a searchlight. Doesn't even matter. Alicia and Welkin have enough CP, and Alicia has enough AP to work with, that she can just go there on the 4th turn. If she had a little bit more Panisera, maybe she'd be able to cover a bit more distance, but still, not even that big a deal. So there you go, operation complete. Got an A rank and killed the ace.
Phew. We should be
Not
safe,
bad.
at least for a little while.
Not bad for a busted up ankle.
Right. It's too dark to cover much ground even if we tried.
But I thought scouts were supposed to have excellent eyesight, even in the dark. Wow, how convenient.
We build a cottage way out here. Not that I'm complaining or anything.
These two just have ridiculous luck. First, they survive a mortar round. Second, they find a fully furnished cottage. And they also find some Panisera, not too far off from their position.
That's good.
That just so happens to be shining in the darkness.
Just in case.
It just figures you'd know about herbs, Welkin.
This here is called aloe severa.
Is that any different from aloe vera?
Family. There's a jelly substance inside its leaves that helps combat swelling.
Welkin, the nature nerd.
I should start calling you Dr. Nature.
And Welkin goes like, that's an excellent idea. I'm gonna call myself Dr. Nature from now on. In fact, I'm no longer Lieutenant Gunther. I'm now Dr. Nature.
Alright, that should do it. How's it feel? A little weird?
No, it's nice and cool. Thanks, Doc.
I'm just glad we found something to help you. The pain should ease with time, too.
So, Welkin, what got you interested in nature to start with?
Well, I don't know. I guess it had a lot to do with my dad's influence.
My dad would beat the shit out of bears in woods. And then he would ride them to assert his dominance.
We take a trip collecting bugs in the mountains or swimming.
He'd swim up waterfalls. That's how badass my dad was.
Turned into a love of nature for me too.
The general out collecting bugs? That's unexpected.
Maybe so. I guess other people see him as a big, stoic military hero. He had his own share of worries, though.
Yeah?
My mom died as a casualty of the First European War.
That's rough.
I don't think Dad ever got over the fact that he couldn't protect her. But everybody else was always praising him for being a great hero. The war won him respect and adulation, but it also cost him the love of his life. I think that always weighed on him. That question of what he fought the war for.
I had no idea.
But when he was out in the woods playing with me, he was always so bright and happy. Maybe I fell in love with nature because it always put the smile back on my dad's face.
Aw, that's sweet.
Oh, Welkin.
Kinda makes you feel like a dick for making fun of Welkin and all his nature trivia. Doesn't get over the fact that he made Alicia hold shit, but go figure. Uh-oh. I know those steel-toed boots. And I know that helmet.
Alicia, someone's coming.
I hope that ankle healed up. Well, it's 2-on-1 so far. Shoot him now!
Freeze!
Oh.
Welkin, what?
He's badly wounded. I'm surprised he can even walk. Help me.
Welkin, do something!
So see, Welkin and Alicia are such cool people, they'll even help out an enemy soldier.
It's no use.
Well,
The wound's way too deep.
that's
It hurts.
fucked.
It's so dark. Oh, God, Mother! Mother?
It's okay. Don't be afraid. Mother's right here. Everything's fine. See?
Yes. It's...
So moving on from there... Whew. That was a rough one.
You find the boss and Alicia?
Nah, still nothing.
Isara, how about you quit messing around and help us look?
The Edelweiss still requires maintenance.
Your own brother's gone missing here, and you'd rather be doing maintenance work than look?
Because she knows we'll find Welkin.
It's because he's missing that I'm doing this. We have no idea when he'll be back, but making sure the Edelweiss is ready for him is the best thing I can do for him now.
Yeah. There you go, Isara.
Not like I care either way.
So why'd you bring it up? Yeah, go over there.
Just saying, kid. Just be sure you rest up while you can. You've been working since first thing this morning. You're Squad 7's only tank pilot. If you pass out on us, we're all toe up. Hear me? Getting a good night's rest is another thing you can do for your brother right now.
Yay! Largo's cool now. I like to think that's because Welkin helped him out with his vegetable thing that Largo's all cool now.
Sure.
And Largo's got the little blushy blushes. He's like, oh, I wasn't expecting such a small girl to compliment me.
Welkin,
Hey, they dug that guy a grave.
for that poor man.
That's nice.
He was lying there asking me for help, but all I could do was watch him die.
The messed up thing is, we probably would have shot him if he wasn't injured. In fact, the wound he received was probably from our own guys.
His face when he passed on wasn't one of pain.
No, I guess you're right. Thank you, Welkin. I'd always just thought of the Imperials as monsters out to kill Gallians. But they're just as human as we are, huh? With families of their own to fight for.
Yes, both sides are people who have families to fight for. Although the Imperials, let's not forget, randomly started shooting unarmed women and children.
If we weren't at war,
Let's not just overlook some of the shitty things that the Imperials did. Yes, there are probably some good Imperials, just like there are some shitty Gallians.
did I ever tell you I don't have one? A family, I mean. I grew up in an orphanage. I don't even know my parents' names.
No, you didn't.
Well, that's kind of a crappy draw.
Maybe I'm actually lucky, huh? If you never have a family in the first place, you can't ever lose them. I guess being all alone has its perks.
Well, that's a silver lining if I ever heard
Don't
one.
even joke about it. You know you're not alone.
Yeah, there you go.
You've got me and Ys, everybody in Squad 7. We're all a family now, Alicia.
Aww.
Squad 7? A family?
Sure. I'm the dad, you're the mom. Rosie and Isara are like daughters.
Um.
And Largo is the grandpa. Come on, can't you see it?
Grandpa Largo.
If he heard that, you know Largo would...
Telling you one of his old war stories.
Sure, we have our share of fights, but they say that best friends fight the most, right?
So given that, Rosie and Isara must be the best of friends. Our racist
Don't go
daughter.
saying you're all on your own. You hear me?
All right, Welkin.
I'm surprised Alicia's not, like, blushing even more, going like, oh, we're the mommy and the daddy? Oh. Oh. Well, this is bad. Game over?
The helmet and rifle? They belong to Fritz, sir.
Are you two the ones who laid him to rest?
Yes.
There are signs of medical treatment inside the cabin, sir.
Why then? Explain to me the reasons you had to save his life.
He was delirious. He was crying out for his mother. We may be enemies in this war, but we all have families waiting for us at home. As a human being, I couldn't just sit by and watch a man in pain without trying to do something.
Good on you, Welkin.
We always called him a mama's boy, sir. And now... Sorry, Fritz. I wish we could have been there for you.
And you, son, do you have a family?
Yes. I have a younger sister. And I have another sort of family as well. I have the soldiers of my squad.
I see. I have a wife and daughter back at home. I feel the same as you. My men are like a second family to me. Thank you. Thank you for honoring Fritz as you did.
We will make your death very quick and painless.
We'll appreciate it.
Bam!
I suppose we'll meet again on the battlefield. I'm sorry for that. You both seem like good people. For now, so long.
So hey, there are some good Imperials. Not all the Imperials are huge dickbags.
I guess we should hurry back and
Like Maximilian.
You're right.
So, before we go ahead and move on to the next mission to regroup with Squad 7, let's go ahead and check on Miss Ellett. Yeah, it's talking about how we kicked Maximilian's ass. No, wait, it's talking about how Selvaria just smacked a frickin' tank shell out of the air. Whew. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's... that might scare some of the people of Gallia. I'm just saying, like a lone soldier smacking a tank shell just with no effort, just bam. I'm sure that'll probably scare a few people.
So, come to make a donation to the Get Ellet's Name on a Book Fund?
She doesn't have anything new yet.
Come back and see the writing on the wall again soon. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, it's time for the next mission. The reunion in the forest. This one was a bit tricky for me.
came from around here.
Just a bit, not as much as the Batinus stage. Mainly because this mission does not start with Welkin and Alicia right back near in the Edelweiss. Welkin still needs to make it over to the Edelweiss before he can actually like start giving out orders and actually using the Edelweiss. Not to mention, the rest of Squad 7 are being met by a bunch of tanks and other soldiers right in front of them. And also, there's a big old wall that cannot be broken down without the use of the Edelweiss. So the point of this mission is, get Welkin's ass over there as fast as you can. Oh, and they also know that our tank is out of commission. That's fantastic. Oh well, that's not going to be an issue for too long. Still, we're only going to be using a few units. Ica, Rosie, and Largo. And really, the only ones who are going to play any key factor in this are Ica and Welkin.
Ready to go, Alicia?
Oh, and Alicia. Alicia will play a little bit of a factor in this.
Alicia, how's that ankle doing?
Just fine. I'm A-okay here.
I saw some black smoke in
A
the
full night's
distance.
rest, and there you
That could be
go.
the other sevens.
Ankle healed.
But black smoke would mean...
Usually takes me a little while to get over a sprain.
Right. There could be enemies near us, too. Let's get back to the others ASAP.
And they're still using the mortar fire.
Here we go.
So Welkin's trek is not going to be that easy, considering there's a few enemy snipers, including the Ace, and there's also a shock trooper. But since ZMCAR 8, yeah, no, there isn't anymore. Easy enough. But that scout is kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass.
Yes!
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
And also, the enemy is starting to get weapons that can decrease stats. But fortunately, we'll be able to get a few of those ourselves after this, in the next chapter. Now, killing the ace was a bit challenging for me, considering, like, in some videos, they just shoot the ace, like, right after they walk past the shock trooper, but that usually is kind of risky. And also, since he's an ace, he dodges a bunch of strikes, which is annoying. And Welkin also trips on a... I like how that played out. It was a little annoying considering I fell on a landmine and Welkin fell into the water and just said, "Hostile sighted!" That was a little funny for me. I'm glad Welkin didn't die, otherwise I'd be a little pissed with how that played out. Also, it doesn't really matter. Welkin's maxed out, and the Edelweiss is right there. So there you go.
We're back, everybody. Sorry to...
Nothing happened. Nothing happened on my way here.
Oh, good. Are you hurt at all?
Well, I tripped on a landmine and fell into a lake, but other than that, I'm fine. How are you?
We were unable to break through the enemy line without you to lead the Edelweiss. Now that you're back, we'll launch a tank offensive on your command.
All right, good. Squad 7, commence the attack.
So now we can use the Edelweiss again. And the Edelweiss is actually going to play a key part in this mission, too.
Here we go.
Like, first, it's going to mortar launch the hell out of these guys. And deal with these 2 tanks that the enemy's rocking. Get rid of the shock troopers. The shock troopers are the worst units to deal with on the Imperial side. And there he goes. Again, the ragdoll makes this seem a little more comical than it should be. The Lancers are somewhat of an issue, but given that I've upgraded the Edelweiss pretty thoroughly, not entirely a problem. So that's one tank down. But always keep your radiator hidden. Keep it protected. Back against the wall. Do not let the enemy get anywhere near your radiator. So I was not entirely satisfied that I did not shoot the ace in that last turn. So maybe Alicia can do it. Nope. Not yet. She did not want to proc her undodgeable shot potential. But don't worry, I come up with a better idea of how to deal with the ace on the next turn. Yeah, strangely enough, the enemy Lancers did not want to go ahead and make the full trip around the Edelweiss and shoot it in the radiator. And this Lancer just decides to shoot his buddy with a fucking rocket. Ooh, that guy is getting demoted. Again, enemy-friendly fire is just hilarious in this game. My men are like a second family to me. They shoot each other just as much as they shoot their enemies. How's that feel, Link? How's that feel, Ace? Alicia can duck attacks too. And Rosie took a mortar to the face. But she's okay! And they're aiming the next mortar at their own guys. I mean, I guess... No, the Edelweiss is nowhere near there. Why are they aiming it at their own dudes? Oh well. So the mission is over in this turn because that wall just could not handle the Edelweiss anywhere near its proximity. Just could not possibly conceive it. So 1 increased payload for the shock trooper. Wasn't expecting that shit, were ya?
Just keep up this pace.
Entering combat. Fire!
And I figured I'd do a little bit of mind sweeping with the Edelweiss.
Underminer fire.
It does a bit of damage to the treads, but still, rather have the Edelweiss suffer a little bit of damage as opposed to Ica biting it completely. So if Alicia can't just shoot the guy with the ZM car, like standardly, may as well use the Rand Greaser. Dodge this. Thank goodness the snipers have such low HP. And just to be on the safe side, we give Ica a defense boost, and then we're going to have her run all the way over to the enemy base camp.
Brace up and get ready to defend yourself.
No problem, boss.
Skies of Arcadia 2. Ica and Vice are making a comeback. They're doing some stuff. Vice hasn't been doing much lately, but eventually he's gonna get in there, and he's gonna be the real hero. Just you wait.
It's an awfully cold morning.
And mission complete.
Operation complete. We took their base.
And that's another A rank and ace done. And we got a new ZMSG.
Lieutenant Gunther reporting for duty.
We really missed you, boss. Lieutenant, that is.
Aw. Yay, Largo and Welkin are buddies now. They're the best friends.
Welcome your brother back home?
You was worried about him, weren't you?
Welcome back, Welks. I'm glad you're all right.
Thanks. So am I.
Largo and Rosie, thank you for looking for my brother. I'm in
Rosie has the embarrassed blushy blushes.
Having some dark hair, thank you.
Oh,
Well, it's weird.
you had to ruin it with the racism.
You gotta admit that.
You had to ruin it with the racism, Rosie. Ugh.
Well, it was an adventure, all right, and pretty scary too. But I feel like I got to know you a little better. And when you said that Squad 7 was like your second family, it made me feel... I felt really happy.
Is it because he implied that you two were married?
Thanks for that, Welkin.
Aw. Even in the midst of war, there's some hope to be found.
Chapter 9. A Midsummer Incident.
Hey, that's a reference to a play. And we'll get more into that in the next update. But ooh, a new skirmish battle. But first, let's go ahead and upgrade our equipment. And take a look at what the R&D facility has for us. As I mentioned, in this chapter, we get some stat-based weapons. But that's not it. That's not all.
What can I do you for?
So we get a whole bunch of options for our weapons. We get a firepower boost, an accuracy boost, or an added effect. All these are different guns that you can equip to your different units.
It's done. This one's
Again, scouts really have no need for these, considering I have ZM Car 8s, but that's just because I'm kind of a bastard in that regard. But still, these are kind of nice. Shock troopers, on the other hand, get some weapons that decrease attack power, and also get some Mag 10s.
all set for you, bro. It's
Even Lancers get some better firepower.
Here you go, bro. All done.
So overall, we got a bunch of good upgrades. I don't really use snipers that much, but I'm sure I'll probably end up using the added firepower. But then again, that accuracy boost and that increased range, that's pretty good.
Here you go, bro. All done. Here you go, bro. All done.
You even got some better upgrades for our flamethrowers.
Done. This one's perfect, bro.
No upgrades for our hand grenades yet, though.
Here you go, bro. All done. It's done.
Now, to my knowledge, the next mission for Chapter 9 is not even really that difficult. At least from what I've heard. I've heard you can do it pretty quickly.
All set for you, bro. It's done. It's done. This one's perfect, bro.
We're getting some better upgrades for our Edelweiss. But that's going to mean I'm going to have to take off a few of these other parts in order to make room for better ones. And I do that, I make sure that the Edelweiss is certainly improved for the next update. Just not right here. I wasn't going to spend a good portion of the episode playing Tetris.
All set for you, bro. It's done. Here you go, bro. All done. Come back again soon, bro. I mean it, man.
Let's see what our friend the aged gentleman has to teach us this time. Because he actually does have a move to teach us this time around.
Hello again, son. I'll teach you mortar support today. Use it to request a mortar strike centered around a specific
How
area.
interesting that we get a mortar ranged attack, given what we just went through. It's pretty cheap. A new order is a new order.
I hope my orders can assist you in saving the nation. I hope we'll meet again. Should you wish, you can likely find me here.
Thanks, Quentin Flynn. Let's go ahead and hang out with Miss Ellett, and we'll close up the episode.
Hey, dropping by to read the
Because she
writing
actually
on the
has some new stories for us right now.
wall? Man.
No new side stories, but more writing on the wall is always good. Yeah, the militia's where it's at. Glory of speed. Aw, motor race, that would have been awesome for cutscenes. Well, to be fair, the war's on, so... gotta cancel the cool motor stock car races. Aw. Oh well.
So, come to make a donation to the Get Ellet's Name
If
on a
you
book?
offered any side stories, I would, Ellett. Ah well.
Come back and see the writing on the wall again soon. I'll be waiting for you.
Alright, on the next update, I guess we're gonna go ahead and have a Midsummer's Incident. Anyway, until next time, thanks for watching.